bodybuilding fans. John Buss here at the 2015 NGA Utah Spring Show. And I'm here with Adam Bouka. He just won the men's bodybuilding overall and coming all the way down originally from Montreal, Canada. Currently lives in Boise, Idaho. I cover a lot of shows around here. It's the first time I've seen him. So, Adam, what brought you down here to Salt Lake?
Well, I have a lot of shows coming up, so I wanted to use that show to prep me for other ones. I have a show in Washington next week. It's the WNBF show. And I have the one in Boise, the following one, possibly taking a break. Then I'm planning of the following week to do an Emerald Cup, but NPC Physique. So I just wanted to get in the groove.
Very cool. So tell me a little bit about working with your coach. You mentioned you work with Craig Toth, a very competitive pro natural bodybuilder. You said this was kind of the first year that you're really taking things seriously. So what does that mean? Like, what have you guys changed up? What are you doing differently now working with a coach versus maybe, was it working with you on your own in the past?
Well, before I didn't know what I was doing. I started working with Craig Toth in January 2014, and I did a few shows with him. Then I took the off season, and then we started building muscle density. Actually, before meeting Craig Toth, I was planning to do shows, and I messed up my metabolism. I was doing a no-carb diet, and Craig really helped me. I call him the wizard because he can forecast my weight almost perfectly, and it's been really good to be followed by him year-round because I've been able to always stay on track. I never went over 7.5% body fat. That was what measured over during this off season. So we've been squatting a lot, deadlifting a lot. It's great. We're just discovering a talent that I didn't know I really had. So
very cool. Do you have an athletic background, like football or something? Or
yeah, I played football in Canada. Actually served an LDS mission. So I kind of stopped playing football, and I got back. The 1st of September 2008 and the 2nd of September 2008, I was back in the gym. So, and I kind of didn't stop. I just stopped for like a month because I was sick, but I've been training. So because I love lifting. So
very cool. So you look really full, man. Tell us about like the carb up or kind of peaking protocol, anything that you can share.
Well, what we did, because we're kind of trying different things for the different shows. Well, we just dieted through the shows, and I ate 475 grams of carbs yesterday. So that was mainly my peaking. So there's no cheat meal. I'm trying to drive back to Boise today, and we'll go back on the diet because I have another show next weekend.
Gotcha. So then leading up to this week, though, is 475 kind of where you were at, or did you deplete and work up to that? I
was at 200 carbs most of the week, and that was like my low intake. So I've been on that. I had a refill on Sunday of 300, and then we just 200 until Friday.
Gotcha. Very cool. And in the past, is that different than the past? Like before, you just went on stage with no carbs, or?
Well, what was happening? It was front loading me, then slightly back loading me. So, and it kind of changes the way my body is. It's going to look at my body. It's going to decide what we're going to do. That's how good it is. You just, okay, that's what we're going to do. This, that. It's almost never the same thing. So
nice. So really just kind of adjust on the fly and make those decisions. Yeah. Cool. So you mentioned a lot of squatting and deadlifting and stuff. Tell us maybe a little bit about like your programming, how you're doing things now.
So actually I squat 5 times a week, but what was happening is that it built me up to that. So, but we try. I'm not supposed to go to failure. Sometimes I do go to failure because I'm a bit stubborn, but so what was going to happen, for instance, the first day I'm going to squat is going to be for 5 reps with the weight I would do 9 reps. And then the following day I'm going to do pause squats. Pause squat 10 repetition with the weight I'm able to do 13 reps. Then the following day I'm going to do squats again, and it's going to be 3 reps with the weight I would be able to do 6. And then again, the pause squats. So we do pause squats, regular squat, pause squat, regular squat. And it has helped me a lot build muscle density in my legs. Deadlifting is kind of the same thing. I deadlift 3 times a week. My back, it was one of my weaknesses was my back density and my legs. And we've been able to see some great things happening during this off season.
Very cool. Well, that's what I was going to ask you, if there was a particular reason, if that was something you guys are really trying to work on. How about cardio? Obviously, with that kind of frequency of leg training, if you were to mix any cardio in, that would be really challenging. Is that something you've done, or you haven't had to do any?
Actually, I was doing low intensity. for about 45, 50 minutes, 5, 6 times a week. So, but it was low intensity. I was not pushing it because I'm a student and at work I'm always sitting. So he wanted me to be a bit more active by doing that.
And you don't feel transitioning to that you notice any difference in losing mass on your thighs or anything like that?
No, I'm not really losing size. We did really a slow cut. We started to cut my surplus in December, and now we're in April. So it was really a slow cut, and I almost have not lost real strength or mass, mainly fat. So.
Very cool. That's awesome. Final questions I want to ask you. You mentioned that you're going to be competing in physique a little bit later in the NPC2. I assume that's just because, you know, the guys are so massive there that you assume you'd be a little more competitive there. But tell people maybe about, is this the first time you've done that? Or like, what's that like trying to master posing and presentation stuff for both?
Well, I have a friend that's a IFBB Pro physique. And he has been telling me, dude, you would kill it physique. You have a good proportion. So, okay, I'll try it. So it'll be not changing my workout routine. I'm mainly training with a natural bodybuilding routine. I want to kind of show that it's a good way still to get ready for physique shows, because that's the way you will build muscle density. And unfortunately, a lot of the young people that go do physique, they're going to bulk cut, but they won't build any muscle density. And then they would see the guys that do well taking other substances that are banned, that are not good for them, and they think that's the only way to do it. I want to show them that it's possible to do it and do well without having to go that route.
Very cool. I like that. So you'll be going in there, a drug-tested athlete, competing in the NPC in physique. Yeah. Nice. Very cool. And first time?
Yeah, it's going to be my first time doing an NPC show.
Nice. And are you getting anyone's help with like stage presentation to kind of?
Yeah, I have my friend Demir Delik is a IFBB Pro. He's going to help me with my posing and other competitors as well.
Very cool. So quickly recap for us, where can people find you on stage in the next several weeks?
So WNBF in Washington next weekend. Then it's going to be Boise the 24th and 25th of April. Then for sure May 9th there's the MO Cup in Washington as well, NPC.
Very cool. I definitely expect you'll do really well. It's awesome that you're working with Craig, and it sounds like you guys are dialing things in.